Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for just one moment, please. First of all, you're all very welcome here this morning. Before the ceremony commences and for your safety and comfort, I'd like to bring to your attention the following information. There are 7 exits in the auditorium, 3 emergency exits to the rear of the auditorium, and 4 exits behind me here. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please proceed directly and calmly to the exit that is nearest to you. When exiting the building, please do not use the lift. Once outside the building, you are asked to proceed to Assembly Point G at the corner of the green, just over here. In preparation for the ceremony, I would like to ask guests to please turn off their mobile phones. Please be aware that this event is being live streamed and photographed. And now I'd like to ask everybody to please stand for the procession of the graduates. Thank you. If you can all remain standing for the academic procession. Thank you.
Please be seated. Iana Erica, Agwina Uishla, Foil to Roiv, Gideon Sharman Shaw, in a run for Dovoctony or Didakish or Aulamori on Colostra. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this graduation ceremony at which third level awards will be conferred on learners of Griffith College. I'm also delighted to welcome graduates and their guests who are not in a position to attend in person, but who are joining us online. Our panel members include Professor Diarmuid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, Ronan Fenlon, Director of Griffith College, Deirdre Doherty, Head of the Faculty of Design, Britt Bernson and Jane Levy, Programme Directors, and faculty lecturers involved in the delivery of our programmes. I'm Dr. Tomás McGuckagan, the College's Director of Academic Programmes, and I'm delighted to have the pleasure of being your MC for this graduation ceremony. Contusacur led Himachdi, Irmanish Tullav Diarmuid Hegarty, Uachtaran Colashti Agriafa, Lowertling Harkianan Colashta. I would like to begin the proceedings by inviting Professor Diarmuid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to deliver a conferring address.
Distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands, ladies and gentlemen. As I look around me here and I see all of the masked faces, I think all that's missing, in fact, is a pair of sunglasses and a hoodie. And we'd have a right gang of bank robbers. But today's not the day for that. Today is your day, a day of great celebration, and it's really great to have you here on campus for it. After the years that you've been through, particularly some of those years spent, in fact, in isolation, studying on your own, it's really so appropriate and so fortunate that you can actually be here to celebrate it with your parents at the graduation. We're also delighted to have the students from 2020, some of the students from 2020 who missed their graduation last year because it was online. And they're here today as well to share your joy with you and their joy at their graduation. Well, I always think at this point that the realization of life's dreams and ambitions is like a journey through a mountainous terrain. Each struggle to a new peak is rewarded with a clear vision of the way ahead. Today we celebrate your conquering that first peak, just the first. Graduates, today is your day at the mountaintop. Savor this moment and the vista it gives you, and let its joy live in your memory for life. Remember that during these difficult journeys, we are guided by the experience and dedication of others. Your guides were family, partners, and friends who shared your trials and tribulations, who prepared meals for you, who put up with your inevitable but hopefully few cranky moods, and those who so readily accepted the stress you were so relieved to pass on. Now, in the time-honored tradition of Griffith College, I'm going to ask the parents, partners, families, and friends to stay seated while the graduates stand up. Now, I want you, the graduates, to turn back to your partners, family, parents, families, and friends. They're behind you. And express thanks for the support received from them over the years, by acclamation, applause, or however way you like. Now, you may now sit down. Didn't hear many cheers there. I knew it was there somewhere. Indeed, at this point, I'm always reminded of the story told by a priest at a wedding ceremony, where he actually said to the couple, "You come in as two people, but you will leave as one." And then, subsequently, he told us of a different ceremony where he said the same thing to bride and groom. And after the ceremony, outside the church, the bride backed the groom up against the wall and said, "Now, John, I want you to remember, from this day to the end of your life, I am the one." You might have felt a little different as we asked you to stand and applaud your parents, but today you are the one. This is your day, okay? And again, let it live in your memory for life. An academic award is not a matter of rank. One as a matter of rank or class. It's won through diligent and hard work, and nobody can take that from you. So hold your guns with pride, and hold your qualifications in the high esteem they deserve. Now, however, in fact, if anybody asks me how the graduation speech went, I can say, well, it was interrupted by applause. As president of the college, talking about applause, I think you'd wish me to acknowledge the work of my colleagues as members of board, members of faculty, heads of faculty, as lecturers, administrators, and librarians, whose work contributed to your success today. Today, I want to look at the COVID landscape through which you have travelled and how it has challenged you and changed us all forever. You faced many trials, including for some here, the grief of loss of someone dearly loved. We ourselves lost our chairman, Frank Scott Lennon, to COVID last month. Not just a close friend for over 40 years, Frank was a mentor and inspiration to us all. We were inspired by his courage and his tenacity in fighting illness for so many years. In this case, it was cancer. And his piercing objectivity applied to the resolution of many conflicting situations here in the college. We describe our loss in these words: the unrelenting minute he filled with service done, our Maker's meaning in it, for so his life was run. Farewell, you Christian soldier, your courage ne'er undone. Rest well, you Christian soldier, for you life's battle won. And many in this audience who have lost close relatives or friends to COVID will understand the depth of grief occasioned by it, and hopefully will relate to these words. And our thoughts and condolences are with them. We're currently living a worldwide track that has changed our lives beyond recognition. We never anticipated that a 21-day global lockdown would actually go on for months and turn our lives upside down. We started doing things differently. We needed to be creative. Above all, this group would know about that. After all, creativity is your raison d'etre. And we started witnessing some historic changes worldwide. While COVID-19 engrossed us in its fear, it also helped us to see the world with a new lens. We realized the value of our communities. We realized the importance of life and what truly matters in it. And we have to unlearn patterns and realize that happiness lies in little things. Simple things we overlooked months ago, like a hug or calling over to friends or family, and those simple things we took for granted, we now look forward to every single day. This pandemic taught us that it is time to appreciate our close ones and be grateful for what we have, and remind us that life is fragile, that it is time to work together and lift each other up. These past months, we've seen a vast sea of kindness and compassion in our communities around the world, and has led to countless acts of selfless heroism in hospitals and care homes. It has encouraged many of us to use our ultimate strengths to serve our greatest purposes, suddenly giving our lives new and inspiring meaning. Among other things, the pandemic has required us all to draw on skills and attributes such as adaptability, resilience, positivity, tenacity, and empathy. We've been so fortunate to see our planet heal, if only temporarily. On your graduation booklet, on the inside front cover, you will see 2 satellite images of Beijing before and during lockdown. The air pollution covering a substantial part of northeast China is indicated in color. That's on the inside front cover As the sky is cleared up, you'll see the second image showing the absence of colour, a sky completely clear. We fully appreciated through these two images the impact of pollution on our planet, given the huge area that that image covered. Everyone, including Mother Nature, had a breather during lockdown. And as we withdrew to our homes, wildlife took to our streets with no fear of losing their lives. Now, on the inside back cover of your graduation booklet, you see an image that you're not going to see again, and that is of a fox walking through Grafton Street in broad daylight. He's wandering through Grafton Street. It looks to me like he's heading for the Bailey, or maybe he thought it was Johnny Fox's. But unfortunately, nobody told him the pubs were closed. And the pandemic's most important lesson has taught us, let nature heal itself, and let's not take it for granted. Our planet is all we have. We can't exploit it more than we have already. And then in March 2020, in a very short period of time, you had to adapt to an entirely new way of learning due to the COVID epidemic. Gone was the ability to sit in lectures, that many of you, in fact, did attend for labs here. And we're grateful to our faculty, in fact, for facilitating that and for their courage and their determination to provide tuition for you here. But there were lectures at home. We were isolated at home. You had online classes and it required you to become more independent in your study and assignment work. And it's a testament to your adaptability that you survived and thrived in this independent way of learning. And those skills will serve you in your respective careers. Your learning will be lifelong, as you independently upskill as your field changes over coming years. And the learning skills forced on you by COVID will serve you well. As the COVID generation, you've largely had to acquire these valuable skills, and nobody can take this from you. The global pandemic has also forced us to embrace the dawning of an era of agility and resilience in the face of severe adversity. We had no other choice but to face the challenges head on, adapting to our ever-changing circumstances. Pre-COVID, we were already understanding the greater need for agility and an ever more volatile, disruptive, uncertain, and complex world. The pandemic vastly intensified these conflicting forces, and disruption forced us to embrace agility for our own betterment. The turbulence made it necessary to challenge the status quo and reinvent how our world can function. You've risen to this challenge, and hopefully throughout your lives will continue to do so. The COVID pandemic has also affected how we work. When COVID first hit, businesses and enterprises that could adapt to an entirely remote way of working, including innovative ways of customer service, such as five-star restaurants transformed to food trucks. Many of these changes are here to stay. I'm not sure about the food trucks, but certainly remote and hybrid working is here to stay. COVID has also seen rapid innovation, particularly in the medical field, with the advent of mRNA vaccinations, originally developed for COVID, are now being trialled for malaria and HIV vaccines currently under development. An innovative educational challenge is the expansion of apprenticeship-type learning, from traditional trades to administrative and professional work. The major challenge is to change people's attitudes to apprenticeships. People consider apprenticeships as only relevant to the trades, in particular the building trade, whereas in countries like Germany, leaders of major multinationals started life as apprentices. And Griffith is already the education provider for 2 national apprenticeships in healthcare and bar management. Allied to this are the development of micro-credentials. These are awards for individual modules of courses, allowing learners to learn at their own pace, to try courses in a different field, or to enhance their skills further. Your COVID-acquired skills ideally place you to exploit micro-credentials. Ireland is being held up globally as a shining example of determination and solidarity. How as a society we faced COVID head on, Clear messaging emanated from government and health authorities, followed by the imposition of appropriate restrictions, eased and reimposed in a fluid fashion as circumstances required. The common focus and lack of divisiveness was heartening and reassuring. The government approach seeking buy-in, rather than being heavy-handed, as in other jurisdictions, elicited a very positive response, resulting in a high level of compliance with sometimes extraordinary restrictions. This aided us to flatten the curve and allowed for the gradual easing of restrictions. As the number of COVID infections increased rapidly, however, there is need for caution. We need to resume this buy-in. The various financial support schemes costing over €12 billion since the start of the pandemic have demonstrated to us the value of solidarity. Your mission is to pass these lessons of solidarity, agility and resilience to the next generation. In this respect, this year's graduates are in good company. Indeed, our design students in particularly good company. Griffith students have won external awards across all faculties, including in accountancy, that's ACCA, first place in the world in strategic business reporting, scoring 94%, the highest mark worldwide out of 8,395 students worldwide. Student won the Gallery of Photography Graduate Award 2020. Two students won the S Media Award for the year 2019, and yet another, the S Media Award for 2020. An existing graduate, former student, won the Public Relations Institute of Ireland Young Communications Professional Award of 2021. Another student won Video Journalist of the Year Award. Film student won Best Film Documentary Short at the Prague International Indie Film Festival. Best Film at LGBTQ Toronto Film Festival in 2021. Best LGBTQ Documentary at Venice Shorts in 2021. Official selection of the Indie Shorts Awards in Cannes 2021. Official selection of Montreal Independent Film Festival. A design student was shortlisted for a Future Makers Award by Design and Craft Council of Ireland. And one of you has been shortlisted for the Institute of Designers in Ireland Graduate Design Awards. So be proud of yourselves, be proud of your achievements, and just as we are. Now, as regards your career prospects, growth of the Irish economy is evident from news that Ireland remains on shortlist for billions of euros investment by Intel. The increasing number of high-growth tech companies setting up in Ireland are continuing to scale up their existing operations and internationalize in this country operations already established. Continues. Examples of recent new investments include the advent of TikTok and Riot Games, opening a new remote broadcast and content production centre in Ireland. The Irish-led Sunry raising €50 million for cloud security platforms. Announcements of new jobs in IT and pharmaceutical sectors are regular occurrences, almost on a weekly basis. And do remember, if there's growth in any sector of the economy, okay, growth in design, and growth in the creative arts follows. Now, however, we have some words of warning for you. You may have now become accustomed to online working and online interactivity. So we're suggesting the following back-to-work guidelines, which you should bear in mind when attending meetings in the company meeting room. Number one, do not attend in your dressing gown. You'll be unable to turn off video. Number two, do not share with your colleagues that your boss is talking rubbish. You'll be unable to go mute. I can see this resonates already. Do not point out that the sound is all clear at your end. You're in the same room. Do not make faces in response to ridiculous suggestions by your boss. You can't go off video. Do not offer to switch on sharing. Do not offer to host a meeting, particularly if it's already been chaired by your boss. And lastly, do not say that a document was not attached, particularly when you've been given it physically earlier in the morning. Our design and fashion graduates here today are outstanding in their field and have won numerous Young Designer Awards. And their reputation is highly regarded and they're actively sought after by employers. They work in high-profile design houses such as IKEA, RKD, Henry James Line, O'Donnell O'Neill, Simon Russia, Gareth Pugh, Rick Owens, and Vivienne Westwood, to name but a few. Having a daughter in design, I do share your parents' faith and delight in your creativity. Within the power of your creativity is the capacity to shape our lives in a very direct way. In a very true sense, you create the environment in which we live, which determines our moods, our productivity, and the quality of our serenity. Design prize winners in 2020 included the Institute of Designers in Ireland Graduate Design Awards 2020. Two winners, Lily Yan and Bethany Woolley. May I thank our Brazilian students for their contribution to Griffith College. Obrigado por sua grande contribuição at Griffith College. May I welcome the friends and families of our Spanish students and wish them well in their careers. Quiero darles las más cordial bienvenida a los familiares y amigos de nuestros estudiantes hispanohablantes, hispanoparlantes, deseándoles todo el éxito en su carrera. I also welcome the families and friends of our Italian students and wish them well and good. Posso benvenuto anche alle famiglie e gli amici dei nostri studenti italiani e auguri a loro bene nella loro carriera. We too have our challenges. Key to the value of your award today will be our national degrees becoming Griffith College degrees under delegated authority to make awards. There should follow, in time, university statuses, now open to Institute of Technology through amalgamation. And given our size, this should be open to us. We too have to have faith. However, back to you. As you glimpse the world from your current mountain peak, may I express the hope that over your period with us, Griffith College will have found a place in your heart as you have in ours. I want you to know that you're always welcome on campus, socially, educationally, or just to show off the new BMW. If you think it's a real prospect, given in fact the growth of the building sector and the growth of architecture in our economy at present. May I conclude by congratulating you again on your success and by wishing you may harness the knowledge and experience you acquired in Griffith College to obtain what you richly deserve, a successful and fulfilling career. Thank you.
Anish, bhfuil an fáilte go ráibh go dtí an cuid an ócáid in an run for cáilíochtaí náisiúnta agus idirnáisiúnta ar Vicléin an Coláiste. I now welcome you to the part of our proceedings at which national and international awards will be conferred on learners of the college, and I declare open this awards ceremony. Iram an Tullav Démar Hegarty, Uachtarán Coláiste Gréfa, cáilíochtaí náisiúnta agus idirnáisiúnta a bhrunna ar na fálamóirí atá dar Herbert ag an Coláiste. I call upon Professor Dermot Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to confer awards on the learners of this college presented by the college for that purpose.
Let me first explain the significance of this moment. You may have noticed that, in fact, in my earlier address, I referred to you as graduands, and that's the Latin gerunds, those in course of graduating. That's not to say that you haven't, in fact, done all the work you needed to do, passed all the assessments you needed to pass, achieved all you needed to achieve to become graduates. But it's actually this moment of conferring your degrees that you actually formally become graduates. And it's in these words that the actual conferring happens. So I'm going to say them in the Irish language first, and then for the benefit of those of you who do not have Irish as your mother tongue, I will repeat them in English. Ar ceann Coláiste Gríofa, agus cóirla dialbhú colíochta agus colíochtaí éireann, brinneam colíochtaí ar fearlamóirí an Coláiste, a bhíonn caidán amach I lechna chaliti. Agus iram go cúirtar na fiála mór a fuime bhrád, agus go make na fiála mór osláthar an seo. On behalf of Griffith College and Quality and Qualifications Ireland, I hereby confer awards on the learners of the college who have achieved the standards determined for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me and that we remember that in fact the students awarded in absentia are here with us in spirit. Thank you.
Irmanish Deirdre Doherty, Ceann Dáibhe, Irahori on Dáibh Jara Acurran ar Láthair. I call upon Deirdre Doherty, Head of the Faculty of Design, to present candidates in respect of the faculty's programmes.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully my makeup's still on after taking the mask off. So good morning, especially to our graduates from 2020 and 2021. And I'd like to say a special hello to some of our graduates who are joining us online, especially Megan Creven in South Africa. So if her class would like to turn around and give her a wave, she dearly wanted to be here, but unfortunately, because of restrictions, she wasn't able to travel. I'd like to congratulate all the design graduates for all their achievements. Design is one of the most rapidly changing and evolving disciplines, so your learning journey is certainly not over yet. The future is very bright for all our graduates in design, as design skills are recognised as a vital component of Ireland's innovation and creative industries ecosystem. The government report Together for Design forecasts an increase in demand of design skills up until 2025. You all have risen to the challenge to create some really innovative and original visual work. I want to thank all the learners and all our design staff for adapting so well to the evolving situation with COVID-19 and for supporting each other to make it through to graduation day. On behalf of the Faculty of Design, I want to say that we're all really, really, really proud of you. Many of you were living away from home, away from loved ones, and experienced loneliness to a level never experienced before. There was an information overload with lots of stuff on the internet. There was emotional turmoil for many of you, and some of you have been separated from people that you hold really dear. So I commend you for your resilience. While many businesses had shut their doors, we were delighted to be able to continue teaching you practicals on campus and many of our theory classes online. And this ensured that you as design graduates have the skills that you need for industry. We actually had an online creative show in 2020 and 2021, which was of great success. If you haven't seen it, you can go into creative.griffith.ie. And many of the top Irish designers sent really warm messages of support to our design graduates. The graduates I want to talk about now are our 2020 graduates from Design Communication. 3 of them are here today from the Design Communication class, and they really set the terms in representing women, inequality and health. From Apollonia's project advertising campaign giving a positive media message to young girls, Benita creating her female alter ego, and Jenny looking at health, a healthy eating campaign. Congratulations to Lily Yan, or we would know her as Massa. She was the winner of the 2020 IDI, the Institute of Graduate Designers Award in Visual Communications for the use of illustration and design for her project, All Girls Are Equal. On the night of the creative show online, Mark Murray was actually hired straight away as a motion designer by an international advertising agency, TWBA, on the opening night. And soon after, his classmate Cian got an internship there as well as a motion designer. Cian also went on as a starring role, which I was surprised to see him on a Sunday night in my living room. If many of you might have watched RTE's recent drama, The Kin, he played Jamie Kinsella. That was his debut role. And spoiler alert, unfortunately, he came to a gruesome end, but I'm sure it's not the end of his acting career. This class's legacy lives on with the work that you can see out in the green here. You'll see these story cubes on campus. They bring lots of joy, life and colour every time I come into the campus. They are story cubes that portray different themes of multicultural, abstract journeys, dreams, student life, and empowerment and knowledge and freedom. So your legacy lives on here on campus, and they were done in conjunction with mural artist Gareth Joyce. So congratulations to you all. I wish you all the very best and success. I look forward to following your success and future careers. President, I present to you the following candidates who successfully completed the BA Honours in Design Communication in 2020 and who are worthy of QQI awards. So Benita Mafiel. Apollonia Opham. And Jenny Wallace.
Iramanish Britt Berenson, Stewart Clore, Irahori on BAFDH a Curnar Láthar. I call upon Britt Berenson, Programme Director, to present candidates in respect of the Design Faculties programmes.
Thank you, Tomas. President, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduates, family and friends, I'd like to congratulate our graduates on their achievements. Graduates, you represented a great mix of nationalities and ages. When some of you were commuting from long distances to get to college, others were working full-time on the side and juggling family life as well. You've shown great dedication and have demonstrated a huge ability to produce a high standard of work with us. And despite the challenging year, we had some great experiences. Our full-time interior design graduates, they worked on a real-life project, and we were asked to redesign Sweeney's Hotel in Donegal to a 5-star boutique hotel. And each student designed a unique proposal for which Gay, Heidi, and Zoe were announced winners. So this Sweeney Hotel renovations were also featured on the RTE At Your Service, hosted by Francis and John Brannan. Our interior architecture graduates had a very successful end-of-year assessment, where Douglas Wallace from RTE's Home of the Year and Director of Douglas Wallace Architects critiqued the students' work. The student work showcase was the final year projects, where the briefs related to either a social responsibility, civic engagement, or healthcare. So very well done to everybody who presented. Graduates, you're all very talented designers, right? And you did produce some really amazing projects here at Griffith. In a study that is really demanding, design isn't straightforward. It takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of time in order to get it right. So we're also looking forward to exhibit some of the part-time work as part of the Christmas market show on the 11th of December as well. So graduates, you should all be very proud of what you have achieved during your time at Griffith. It's quite an accomplishment, and it's been a pleasure to witness your dedication and passion for your work, and we wish you every success and best of luck in your future new careers. President, I present to you the following candidates who successfully completed programs in the design faculty and who are worthy of the QQI awards. So this is the Certificate in Entrepreneurship and Project Management in the Built Environment. Mario Rene Aguila Perez. Steph Christian Horia. Barry Cunningham. Sorry. Very sorry. Barry Cunningham. Sorry about that. Certificate in Building Information Modelling, Nilfa Burke. Francisco Gabrielli. Derek McGinley. Oksana Yurenko. Diploma in Retrofit, Conservation and Sustainability, Aidan Birmingham. Erika Concannon. Hold on. Neil Culleton. Francis Lanusa. Tony Mason. BA in Arts in Interior Design, Miriam Atroda Doroda Breeder. Natalia Batala. Maria Luisa Carlson. Louisa Egan. Robert Fingus. Natalia Fisco. Exen Ye Go. Carolina Renata Gonçalves. Sophie Hart. Anne Marte Hjørnegård. Gay Jones. Gabriella Kyo. Maria Cam. Alma Aria Lavanda. Ina Uran Lunda. Andrew James Lyons. Vilma Mock. Kira O'Farrell. And Aoife Renix. And then our 2020 graduate, Mar Nassar. We're now going on to our Bachelor of Honours in Interior Architecture, Jude Al Hamli. Alexandra Natalia Chisio. Ocean Foley O'Connell. Sabrina Keane. Shannon Kelly. Sean Yu Hang Lang. Deborah Malurice. And finally, our 2020 graduate, Hao Liu.
Anish Iram Jane Levy, Stewart Clore, Irahori on Dive Jara Coroner Lawher. I call upon Jane Levy, Programme Director, to present candidates in respect of the faculty's fashion design programmes.
Thank you, Thomas. President, colleagues, graduates, family and friends, I'd like to thank our fashion design graduates for attending today so that we can celebrate together. You are hardworking, talented and diligent young designers with great ability. It has been a pleasure to witness your development, showing extreme dedication for your passion for your new career. It has been an exciting year. Last night at the IDI Graduate Design Awards, Lena Jordan's innovative skateboard lifestyle collection called 28 Meters Squared received a highly commended award. The awards are a hotly contested nationwide design competition that feature the very best of Irish design graduates' work. Lena's collection was inspired by the minimal house movement to reduce our daily living footprint on the planet through multifunctional design detail. Her work epitomizes the learning outcomes of our design brief to include a design solution for positive change. Lena created an exceptional, innovative collection of transformational garments which merge into products designed for an alternative functional use. Lena has raised fashion to a new design standard and is now working full-time for a leading Irish design manufacturer, Styletext. Griffith Work Placements Awards have brought experience and recognition to our graduates, helping to launch their careers. Their skills have been recognised and valued. We can also proudly say Clara Salinger was a deserving winner of the Work Placement Award with Primark. Clara's stunning graduate collection features impeccable craftsmanship, which was inspired by vernacular design and Irish craft techniques to raise an awareness of equal rights for women. Clara has been shortlisted for the Future Makers Award by the Design and Crafts Council of Ireland, and we hope to see her collection at Showcase Ireland in the RDS in January. Clara has already secured a full-time role with Irish-owned and Irish-designed label Carousel. These are only some of the success stories of a very talented and determined group of young creative designers with great understanding of how their designs can make a positive change. As they now start their career paths, we wish them every success and we look forward to following their careers and their achievements. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed programs in the design faculty and who are worthy of the QQI award. For the BA in Fashion Design, Kim Denson. Now we have the BA Honours in Fashion Design programs. Saoirse Byrne-Good. Amy Grant. Lena Jordan. Lindsay Keogh. Lily Ann McPartlin. Kaylee Mackin. Claire Circa O'Leary. Miss Sura Omatara Sahid. Clara Salinger. Gabia Vilcalita.
As we conclude our conferring of awards for those attending in person and online, I invite everyone to give a final special round of applause to all our graduates. Anish tá anhas ag an gláiste dúisina a bhronna ar a siúda dairí le bar fiaush and went in a good lane. The college now has the pleasure of announcing a number of prizes which are awarded to graduates who've achieved excellence in their studies. And I call upon Professor Diarmuid Hegarty, President of Griffith College, to be with them while we present our awards to them. The first prize is awarded in respect of the college's Diploma in Retrofit, Conservation and Sustainability. The best academic achievement on the Diploma in Retrofit, Conservation and Sustainability is awarded to Niall Culleton. The next prize is awarded in respect of the college's BA in Interior Design. The best academic achievement on the BA in Interior Design is awarded to Gabriella Keogh. The next prize is awarded in respect of the BA Honours in Fashion Design. The best academic achievement on the BA Honours in Fashion Design is awarded to Lena Jordan. And the final prize is awarded in respect of a 2020 graduate in respect of the BA Honours in Design Communications. The best academic achievement on the BA Honours in Design Communications 2020 is Bonita Maffieli. Ian Erica, Agrina Uisle, Coram Creach leis an Sharman Shaw, con Dávachtaní of Runna ar Aulamori and Colashta, Beram Buikas Liv Galair. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony for the purpose of conferring awards on the graduates of the college. My best wishes and thanks to you all. While the graduates are here with us, I'd like to take this opportunity to briefly mention the Griffith College Alumni Network. With over 40,000 graduates living in Ireland, Europe, and in over 104 countries worldwide, the network is an excellent way to stay in touch with classmates, fellow graduates, and the college. The network is also proving to be a valuable resource for recent graduates seeking or changing employment. As we move towards the college's 50th anniversary, we're also delighted to see our graduates from earlier years using it to recruit Griffith graduates to meet their own organisation's needs. Details about the network are available on griffithalumninetwork.com and on the college's website. Finally, we would like to thank all our graduates and guests for your attendance on campus today and for watching us online. For those attending on campus, we regret that we're not in a position on this occasion to invite everyone afterwards to mingle indoors over drinks and refreshments as we had hoped and planned. We recognise that health and safety must remain our first priority, and thank you for your support and compliance under these continuing prevailing circumstances. Before we conclude our conferring of awards, I'd like to invite, as I said, for now, we wish to, I've invited everybody to give that round of applause, so I think you've done that already, so you'll have opportunities for that again. Apologies. For now, we wish every joy and happiness in celebrating your success with your close friends throughout the day. And as you leave the auditorium today, there's a small token of a box of chocolates for everybody in the audience, both guests and graduates here. In the future, and hopefully very near future, we look forward to meeting you again on campus without restrictions as you continue to develop your successful careers. In the meantime, please stay safe and well. Please stand for the academic procession.